Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to tell you a story that's close to my heart. A story about kindness, community, and how even small actions can create huge changes. It all starts in a vast, beautiful forest, where a family of bears lived a happy and comfortable life. Deep within this sprawling green world, nestled in a warm, cozy cave, lived Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and their two little cubs. Their days were usually filled with simple joys, napping in sunny spots, munching on sweet berries, and listening to the gentle whispers of the wind through the tall trees. For them, the forest was home, a perfect paradise. But one sunny morning, as the bear family went for their usual stroll, they started to notice something was wrong. The once pristine paths were littered with fallen branches and tangled vines. The sparkling streams they loved to drink from were clogged with leaves and debris. It wasn't just messy, it felt sad. The vibrant colors of the forest seemed dull, and a quiet gloom had settled over their home. As they walked further, they saw their friends and neighbors looking worried. The squirrels were scurrying around anxiously, their usual stashes of nuts and acorns nearly empty. The rabbits looked thin and tired, struggling to find fresh clover to nibble on. Even the wise old owl, usually so calm, seemed troubled as he looked down from his branch. The forest, their shared home, was struggling, and so were its inhabitants. Back in their cozy cave that evening, the bear family huddled together. They could have easily ignored the problem. Their own pantry was full. Their cave was safe and warm. They could have just closed their eyes and pretended everything was fine. But looking at the worried faces of their cubs, Mama and Papa Bear knew they couldn't do that. Their home wasn't just the four walls of their cave. It was the entire forest and everyone in it. So, Papa Bear stood up with a determined look in his eyes. "We have to do something," he said, his deep voice full of resolve. "This is our home, and these are our neighbors. We can't just sit here while they suffer." Mama Bear nodded in agreement, her heart swelling with a mix of concern and purpose. The little cubs, inspired by their parents' courage, jumped up and down, eager to help in any way they could. The very next morning, the bears didn't go searching for berries or take a nap. Instead, they went to the center of the forest and sent out a call. A big, booming, friendly bear call that echoed through the trees. One by one, the other animals emerged from their homes, curious and a little bit cautious. Squirrels, rabbits, deer, beavers, and birds all gathered around. Papa Bear stood on a large, mossy rock and explained their idea. "Our forest is hurting," he began. "But if we all work together, we can make it beautiful and healthy again. We can clean it up, find food for everyone, and make it a safe, happy home for all of us." At first, some animals were hesitant. The task seemed too big, too overwhelming. But as they looked at the determined bear family and then at each other, a spark of hope ignited. The beavers were the first to agree. "We can clear the streams," they chirped. The squirrels quickly followed. "We're great at gathering. We'll find all the nuts and seeds." Soon, a chorus of agreement filled the clearing. Everyone wanted to help, and so the great forest cleanup began. It was an amazing sight. The strong bears used their might to move heavy logs and clear pathways. The nimble deer helped carry away large bundles of fallen leaves. The busy beavers worked tirelessly, their sharp teeth making quick work of the blockages in the streams. The squirrels and birds zipped through the canopy, scouting for berry bushes and nut trees, and calling out their locations to the gatherers on the ground. Even the smallest creatures played a part. The rabbits used their quick paws to dig out overgrown roots, and the badgers helped clear away thorny bushes. It wasn't just work. It was a celebration of community. There was laughter, there was cheering, and there was a shared sense of purpose that made everyone feel strong and connected. As the sun began to set, casting a warm golden glow over the forest, the animals stopped and looked around. The change was incredible. The paths were clear, the streams flowed freely once again, and a huge pile of fresh food berries, nuts, seeds, and fresh greens was gathered in the center of the clearing for everyone to share. That evening, the forest was filled not with worried silence, but with the happy sounds of a community feasting together. The animals shared stories, laughed, and celebrated their success. The forest felt alive again, more vibrant and joyful than it had in a long time. As the bear family headed back to their cave, their hearts were full. They were tired, but it was a good kind of tired. They looked back at the thriving, happy forest and felt an immense sense of pride. They had a full pantry and a cozy home, but the feeling of helping others and seeing their community come together was the greatest reward of all. They realized that their cozy cave felt even cozier knowing that everyone else in their forest home was safe and happy too. This simple story reminds us of a powerful truth. Kindness and teamwork can truly change the world. It doesn't matter if you're big or small, strong or quick. When we choose to step up, lend a hand, and work together, we can overcome any challenge and create something beautiful. It all starts with one small decision to help. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this story with me today.